Welcome back to another Joytoy review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the World War II Wehrmacht Spring Camouflage 3-pack. This is the packaging it comes in. It's a very nice open window box. We have the description here on the left. We have the cross on the right, the German cross. Then we have the German soldiers exiting from high grass. Some very nice artwork there. And the grass stretches across the bottom of the package. Top of the package we have Joytoy. The bottom of the package we have the warning for choking hazard, small parts not for children under 3. These are recommended for ages 15 and up, which are adult, aimed towards more of an adult collector. Then we have that nice green foliage in the background. The bottom of it has World War II Wehrmacht. Here's the UPC. Then we have product parameters and company information here in the middle. Here on the side, we have the green foliage in the back, I believe, the cross, and a description of the figure set. And this side we have the logo. This one is probably a Joytoy logo. I'm not sure what that is. So let's go and get them out of the package. It's nice. You can actually open your package, take your figures out, play with them, put them back if you wish. Still have the sandwich style inserts. We have the figures set here. And then we have a product insert. Then we have a weapons clamshell here. For our product insert, we have unfolds. We have the component parts, which shows all the characters in this set. Got the weapons. This side shows the characters with the weapons just below them and the additional accessories. Then we have some precautions there that you should read before playing with your figures. So, first thing we're going to do is we'll take a look at the figures. And all we'll do is open the top of this. It's held on by friction. So, we'll start with the officer. Here's the officer. He's a blonde character with a screaming face. He is done in a very nice green, they're calling it spring camo. It's like a green camo. Very nicely done. We have gray pants, black boots. We have the cross there on his neck. We have some silver throughout. We have some like a metal there. We have a gun holster with his pistol in. Then we have some of his bars on his shoulders. The back isn't much besides just a very nice camo in the back of the legs and figure itself there. For the articulation, the head is on a ball joint. It will rotate 360 very easily. The neck is not removable in these figures. It's a permanent neck. The head does tilt down and tilts up. The arm will raise up so far. And then it will rotate 360 all the way around if you wish. I'm not going to do it because it kind of got a little stiff right there. So, but it will rotate all the way around. You just kind of got to like angle because of the way the shoulder's sculpted. Yeah, it's alright. So, then we have bendable elbows. Get your 90 on both arms. Do fan out. Then the wrist, we have the new wrist on these figures. So your articulation is the same. The wrist will rotate around that ball that is there. It will give you the up and down, side to side on both hands. The figures are going to sit not as desirable, but that's about the range you're going to get. because of the bottom of the jacket. He does have thigh swivels. He does have double jointed knees on both legs. And his feet will pivot down. And they pivot up. And they will rotate if you desire. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, they rotate. Yep. It's kind of tight there. Thought that maybe he changed it, but he didn't. That's good. So this is the officer. Let's take a nice look at the head sculpt here. The face could have been painted a little bit better. They could have painted the teeth and the tongue, you know, give it a little more realistic to it, but not too bad. Now for his pistol here, and actually the case is removable. You just got to be able to get by the actual little, there's a little tab there. Probably can see it right there. Here's his pistol. Go ahead and put that back. Well, let's see how well he holds it. We'll leave his pistol off for now. Let's see how well he holds it. He does have a trigger finger there, so. Holds it pretty nice. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's take a look at one of the troopers. Here we have a trooper. He does have his German helmet. Does show some wear there throughout the helmet. Looks like it's been scraped up a little bit. He has a very nice green camo. He has a harness with 2 pouches. And the camo is throughout through the pants. He is sporting, it's like the mountain. There's actually a 5-pack called the Mountain Division. I think these are the legs here, this part here, that these figures come with. It's a brown wrap here on his shin, black boots. Back of the figure, he has a backpack. Here on the side of the figure, he has a knife, which is removable. It's a silver blade, black handle. It's very soft plastic. So the articulation is the same as the officer. I mean, he's probably going to get like the worst of the sitting because of his jacket's even longer than the officer itself. So the sitting is pretty much going to be non-existent for these figures. And, but, you know, so it's going to be hard with the overall design of the figure versus the playability of the figures. Sometimes you got to sacrifice here and there for, you know, the articulation versus the overall aesthetics of the figure. I'm trying not to bend that pistol. Putting that back in there like that. Then you just slip that down. I'm going to push it all the way on. In case we want to take it out later. But So the head sculpt for this gentleman here, the helmets are removable. It looks like we have a little bit of a paint flaw there on the face. So it's kind of missing part of an eyebrow. It's definitely unfortunate. So we'll go ahead and put his helmet back on. These are actually just troopers, so yeah, it's a little disappointing about the eyebrow, but most of the time we're just going to leave his helmet on. Maybe a little paint fix that. Alright, the second trooper. This trooper actually has a different harness on it, and we have a different paint scheme for the legs. It looks to be the same jacket, but the legs are painted like the officer, the gray, not the camo. He's wearing the same lower legs as the Mountain Division. This character does have a pouch here that is actually attached to the canister that's on his back. We'll show you in a second. The canister here just is removable. You can take it off. The pouch is attached to it there. His backpack. Now, talk about his backpack here. When I opened my figure setup to do a QA inspection on the joints and the ports, I did notice that this one was on this figure was really loose. So I thought maybe this was just pegged into the harness, but it kind of, this one here was like real stiff. I couldn't move it, so it made me question, maybe not. Well, after I removed it, this is not meant to come off. To remove the harness that way. It was loose. It's just like a little hole the peg goes in. I had to add a little bit of glue to it to fix it. Now it's nice and sturdy. I actually think that these parts are just glued on top of each other. There's not really they don't look like they're molded together. It looks like they're just attached by a bunch of glue. But you don't see the glue. It's done very well. But it holds very nicely now. For this gentleman's head sculpt, we have the angry raised eyebrow look, straight face. Here's how he compares with the officer. See how he compares with the other trooper. Stuck on his nose. Get that to focus. There we go. I mean, they almost look alike, but you can tell they're not the same head sculpt. And it's not the eyebrow. The hairline's different. The jawline is a little to your face, a more slicker face on this guy. Pretty cool. And the articulation for this figure is the same as the other figures. So nothing's different. It's just the worst part of this figure is just sitting. There's not going to be any sitting for these guys. So it's like you can put them in any kind of a truck to sit for transport or display. They're kind of stand around figures. And it's a softer plastic. You get some, but nothing that where it's 90 degree like the U.S. soldiers, which are insanely articulated. So that's your two soldiers. Here's what they look like with the officer there. We'll definitely take a look at the officer's hat and the weapons here now, so we can see what else we got. So we'll bring that weapons clamshell in. Here is one of the rifles that you get. It's black and brown. It's nice. These have the new soft straps on them. You can manipulate these very, very well. It does have the trigger showing there. Very nice. And then we have a large machine. Very nice sculpt. We have a bipod on the front. We have black with a silver wash. We have a brown stock. Then we have a belt-fed bullets here, which are painted very nicely. I like how that's painted. They look very realistic. The only bad thing about this is if you wanted to set this down like on a table, the handle is not going to reach to set. It's going to fall over because of the belt. So you have to have a figure hold it and put the bipod on a stationary position. So let's see what else we got in here. We have this weapon. Just black with a silver wash also, and a brown stock. Very large. So we got like an AK-47 clip there. Not sure what weapon that actually is. Then we have a rocket launcher. I don't know if this is a Panzerfaust or I'm not sure what to look up. I want to look up these weapons and see what they actually are. I do not remember. It's been a while since I have watched any World War II shows or documentaries. So we have two of these. We do have that very nice soft strap on them. So you get two of those. Let's see if I can hold this part. Now we can see the back. Oh, the back end in front of the weapons. They're exactly the same. I'm loving these new soft. That's some seriously soft plastic there. Here we have a baggie of accessories. Alright, we just gotta get that little sticky part off the bag so we can dump out the parts. Okay, just give me 1 second. We got that emptied. So it looks like we have some different stuff in here. It looks like we have 2 stick grenades. So it's basically a brown handle with the black grenade head. That's really cool. I like those. And then we have 2 stocks, it looks like, for these weapons here. Yeah. Normally these is a folding version of this weapon, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's what that is for. But that's definitely going to be a pain for your figures to hold that without. That's going to be a really long stock. So there's 2 of those for those weapons because you have 2 of these. Which is really cool. It looks like we have only three joints. We have a shoulder and an elbow joint. And we have, this looks to be another elbow joint. But it looks it's just the same size, but one's black and one's green. They're the same size. So, and then we have 2 replacement hands. They're both gripping, one with a trigger finger. And then the new pieces are actually inserted into the hands there. And then they give you 2 of the new joints that gets inserted into the hands. And then we have the officer's hat. So the hat just fits on the top of his head there. I wish it came down a little more. Maybe it does if you push really hard on it. But that's what he looks like with his officer's hat on. It's on top of his head. Yeah, that's your 3 figures you get. Your officer. We have another soldier. And then the other soldier. These are very cool. I love the paint scheme on these. I wish I could get more of the ones with the camo pants. It'd be nice if these were sold individually. So you could army build them. But they're probably $30 a figure, which wouldn't be very price friendly for army building. So let's take a look at this guy with a gun. I do like these guns because they have the handles. Looking very cool. He does hold it very nicely. See, I don't know how that stock would bother that. Not sure if it seems to be very difficult to get in. You may have to do some inspecting on these. I did not look into the little baggie when I did my QA. I didn't want to break that, so might take a little bit of heating or something for those, which is very cool. So there is that. Here we have, just for fun, this hand does not hold the stick grenades at all. So this hand will hold the stick grenades pretty good. And see how well he holds the weapon without the handle. It's kind of loose, but he'll hold it. Kind of gets his finger into the trigger holder down there at the bottom of the gun, actually. Here is the actual assault machine gun. Was that pretty cool? That's really nice. I do like that one, this weapon. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please consider subscribing. I will be doing more of the actual World War II German sets coming here shortly, so you want to subscribe to get notified whenever I actually put up the other reviews. I got some other cool reviews coming too. You want to check those out also from other lines, like from High Toys. And you want to subscribe so you can get notified on what that is. It's going to be fun. Please share and like the videos. I really appreciate it. And happy hunting. By the way, this set was like $69.99. I know there are some other retailers. If you buy all 3, if you buy this set, the Autumn set, and the SS Officer, you can get a little discount. So if you want all 3 of those sets, you can save money by doing that. So that's all I got for you guys today. Happy hunting, and thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.